Here in Washington, amidst the raindrops, Tim Kirkshin, Aaron Boone, Carl Ravitch looking at this year's All-Star starters. And to kind of go with the rain on the parade thing, I mean, the Royals at one point had like 8 guys that were going to start. It felt like the 1957 Reds, I think, all over again. But here we are with only 4 of them. You good with the 4?
I'm okay with what happened here. First off, I'm okay with the fans voting here. If you want to change the rules, change it for next year. But they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything illegal. And it's good, sorry, that Omar Infante is not starting at second base because he didn't deserve to. I think Stephen Vogt is a better choice than Sal Perez. But am I bent out of shape that Sal Perez starting catcher? Of course not. He's an all-star. He's a starter. Maybe he shouldn't be. But the fact that Jose Altuve is starting at second base, Jason Kipnis should be starting at second base, that's better than Omar Infante.
Yeah, at the end of the day, 4 starters from Kansas City, which is obviously the most, and that's fine. I mean, you can make the case for the best team in the American League. They're the defending American League champions, so they have every right, I think, to have plenty of guys on the team. I agree. I think Salvador Perez should be the guy on the team because of his defensive prowess behind the plate and what he means to that team from a pitching standpoint as well, but Alex Gordon, he's probably the one guy you could probably replace with like a Brett Gardner or J.D. Martinez or Joey Bats. You know, there are a few guys having better years there, but I don't think you have a big issue what the fans did. I think for the most part, they got it right.
All right, so Cabrera's going to need to be replaced.
Yeah.
You got Stanton who's going to need to be replaced. Maybe Matt Holliday's going to need to be replaced. The biggest surprise, if there was one for me, is that Josh Donaldson got more votes than anybody else. He's not a Royal. He plays in Toronto. There wasn't a whole Toronto outpouring. He beat Trout, he beat Harper, he beat everybody.
Well, I think it shows you that a lot of people are voting for the right guys. We've seen Joey Bats in the past lead the vote getting, playing up in Toronto. So I don't think it matters. If you gain some traction, gain some popularity, you have a chance.
And I'm with you on Donaldson because he played in Oakland before he came to Toronto. Yeah. He's never been in a big market, but he really plays the game the right way. And it's possible fans like to see a guy who will run you over.
Or he had the West and East Coast. He had them both voting for him. And the North.
And you talk about how popular he's become north of the border and kind of a hero right now in that city.
No doubt about it. Looking forward to it. Home Run Derby Monday, game next Tuesday. Tim Kirkshin, Aaron Boone, I'm Carl Ravitch.